Right now, a warning from health officials about why you shouldn't try mixing different types of COVID-19 vaccines.
And search and recovery crews aren't giving up their search for a missing boater along the Wisconsin River in Spring Green.
Plus, Wisconsin may be known for its cheese, but there can be only one official state cheese. We'll tell you the top choice for some lawmakers.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us. A big change in the forecast. It is rainy and cooler outside, and the clouds and rain chances are sticking with us a bit longer.
Now let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, we have some light rain here on the backyard patio, but it's not raining too heavily, and I think most of the rain will be this evening. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. We've been socked under the clouds most of the day, and that's held down temperatures quite a bit. The far southern parts of the area got a little warmer, and some strong thunderstorms developed just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. In fact, there was a tornado warning around 1 o'clock this afternoon, or 1:15 south of the state line. But right now, we're looking at just showers here. Most of the thunderstorm activity is across northern Illinois. Notice the back edge of the rain north and west of Madison. Seeing some fog, some light fog in areas. Most areas seeing visibilities around 10 miles, but a few places, including the Madison airport, a little bit less than that. High temperatures before the rain got up to 73 in Madison. They stayed in the 60s north of town, and right now temperatures are down to the mid-60s here in Madison. Janesville still at 75, but those temperatures will be dropping. Dew point temperatures are still high, around 70 in Janesville, 62 in Madison, but they drop off to the north and west as the air starts to dry out. So that'll put an end to the rain later on tonight with a low temperature of about 57. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds, a little bit of sun in there, but our high temperature only at 70 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes more humidity and also some chances for thunderstorms as we head toward the weekend.
Thank you, Gary. More and more people have been asking to mix and match COVID-19 vaccines. That's according to Public Health Madison-Dane County, particularly people who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Our Jamie Perez spoke with public health officials and doctors about this. Jamie, why is it happening, and what are they telling people about mixing vaccines?
All right, well, there's a number of different reasons that they're hearing from people about why they want to mix vaccines. Part of it is seeing what's happening overseas in Europe. Some of it has to do with fear over the variants, and some is just misinformation.
We've worked through many problems throughout this pandemic, and the story continues to unfold.
Starting to see an uptick of folks that have maybe received one type of vaccine coming into our clinic wanting a different type of vaccine.
Public Health's COVID vaccine deputy Tess Ellen said it's mostly people who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine who now want either Moderna or Pfizer.
Concern over Delta variant, and they're wanting some extra protection.
Dr. Jim Conway at UW Health said he's also hearing about more and more people doing this for a number of other reasons.
The mix and match thing is really, again, only being done with the Chinese, the Russian, and the European vaccines because they're just not as powerful. And so the idea is, can you boost them by adding an mRNA vaccine?
In other countries, studies are being done to test the safety and effectiveness of mixing the AstraZeneca vaccine with Moderna or Pfizer to boost immunity. But Dr. Conway said those studies do not apply to the effectiveness of J&J's single shot.
People need to understand that when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was studied, they studied 1 dose versus 2 doses. So, I mean, they did the same studies that Moderna and Pfizer used. They decided that they did need a second dose. Johnson & Johnson decided that they really didn't need that second dose, that they got nearly as good an immune protection with that single dose.
Doctors are also saying that mixing vaccines puts you at greater risk of experiencing side effects.
Without good scientific data that shows what the side effects are when you start mixing and matching these things, I don't think any clinicians should be comfortable going off script and starting to give boosters unless we have very strong scientific data that it's safe to do so.
And the CDC doesn't recommend this either.
There's no data that we have that would indicate any recommendation for mixing and matching series at this point in time.
Could mixing and matching happen eventually? Doctors say certainly, but we need to let science, research, and data decide when it's safe and effective to do so.
Now, they also pointed out that this is still a global pandemic, so every dose that is used inappropriately here, that's a dose that could be used in other places for those who need it.
Jamie, thank you. Local health experts are urging patience as data comes in about the need for booster shots. Since the COVID virus and vaccines are novel, there's no clear evidence for needing a booster at this time. Doctors say it could be a while until recommendations are made. UW Health says it is likely boosters will be recommended in some scenarios, such as those who are immunocompromised or for high-risk healthcare workers. Ongoing studies studies show the available COVID-19 vaccines provide protection for at least 6 months.
Vaccination rates continue to slow. Nearly 48% of Wisconsin is now fully vaccinated. 50% have at least one dose. Vaccination rates are growing a bit faster in Dane County. Nearly 66% of residents completed the vaccine series. 69% have at least one dose. A vaccine clinic scheduled during tonight's Mallards game has been postponed. The Mallards and Unity Point Health Meritor are also postponing the Negro League tribute night due to weather. The Mallards game itself has not been postponed. Both the tribute and the vaccine clinic will now take place during the game on July 22nd. Some animals at the zoos in Madison and Milwaukee will receive COVID-19 vaccines. Animals susceptible to the respiratory disease are expected to be given a vaccine authorized by the U.S. Department of Agriculture by late July. No COVID-19 infections have been found in animals at the Milwaukee County Zoo or the Henry Vilas Zoo in Madison, but some of the big cats at the Bronx Zoo became sick when the pandemic was peaking in New York City. The CDC says it is likely the animals became sick after being exposed to a caretaker who had COVID-19.
Though COVID-19 cases are on the decline, the pandemic is leaving a worsened epidemic in its wake.
Madeline O'Neill is looking through the data and finding an increase in opioid use and deaths. Maddie?
Well, we know the pandemic was isolating for all of us, and that's a trigger for substance use. Statewide, opioid deaths were the highest they've ever been in 2020. We're seeing that reflected in county data as well. Now, the effects of the pandemic drove some to start using and others to relapse, and it also cut off many in-person services when they were needed most.
But all of them are closed because of the pandemic. Every building is closed because of social distancing. So I get high. And I overdose.
You just heard from Sean, and he's not alone. Emergency responders are going on more suspected opioid overdose calls as well. Now, coming up on News 3 now at 10, we'll share the rest of Sean's story along with how recovery services are adapting and what they say still needs to change.
Maddie, thank you.
Governor Evers announced he is helping Wisconsin residents struggling during the pandemic by covering their internet costs. Eligible applicants include Wisconsin residents who have one or more individuals in their household who qualify for unemployment benefits, a household income at or below 80% of the county median income, and one person in the household who's at risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability. Now, to date, the state program has provided more than $38 million to nearly 11,000 households, and it's working to distribute available funds to eligible households and individuals.
Nearly 100,000 Wisconsin voters are getting postcards from the State Elections Commission this week telling them how to make sure their registration is up to date. You could be one of them if you've moved recently. The mailing is the first since the Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled that the commission should not deactivate the registration of anyone identified as potentially having moved. Local election clerks can remove voters from the rolls, but must first give them notice in writing 30 days ahead of time. President Biden is back in the Midwest today. He's pushing for investment in what he calls human infrastructure proposals. It's his first trip to Illinois since taking office, and it comes a little over a week after President Biden visited La Crosse's municipal transit utility to push his infrastructure plan. The president pitched his American Families Plan outside Chicago and toured McHenry County College.
To truly win the 21st century and once again lead the world, to truly build an economy from the bottom up and the middle out, to truly deal everybody in this time, we need to invest in our people.
President Biden's overall infrastructure plans still face an uphill battle in Congress. Some Senate Democrats and House progressives have said they will not support a smaller bipartisan infrastructure package without taking a vote on a second spending bill funding their priorities.
Approximately 125 Wisconsin Army National Guard soldiers will head to the southern border this fall. It's part of a federal Department of Defense mission. The 229th Engineer Company from Prairie du Chien and Richland Center will assist Customs and Border Protection with non-law enforcement activities for about 1 year. The Dane County Medical Examiner has identified 2 people killed in shootings in Madison over the weekend. 31-year-old Kiara Fields was shot and killed in the 1700 block of Onsgard Road on the 4th of July. And then on July 5th, the Medical Examiner says 22-year-old Deshaun Davis Williams was shot and killed in an incident along Verona Road. Both deaths are still under investigation.
Still ahead at 6, some changes to state park fees are being discussed for Earth Day next year.
And Wisconsin could finally get an official state cheese. Why Colby is the top choice for some. That's after the break.
Summer of Sleep mattress sale must end Tuesday at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off doorbusters. This deluxe Serta is half price, plus $500 in free furniture. Save $1,000 instantly on your choice of Sealy or Perfect Sleeper, now just $699. Ashley Home Store.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
It's your last chance to save during the Stars and Stripes appliance sale at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Through Tuesday only, save up to 40% off doorbusters, plus no interest for 18 months. Don't wait. This is your last chance at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
It could soon be free to visit Wisconsin state parks on Earth Day. The Assembly Committee on Forestry, Parks, and Outdoor Recreation heard a bill to waive those admission fees today. They say it would give another opportunity for Wisconsinites to enjoy the beauty of state parks for free.
So clearly this is a bipartisan issue that we all agree on. We need to get kids and people outside. And I know that the more time that we can spend outside and understand the magic of our state lands and our state parks, the better conservationists that we all will be.
Sponsors of the bill say one school group wasn't able to do a conservation project in a state park during the recent Earth Day because of fees. Also at the state capitol today, debate continued on a highly contentious topic which got through committees a few years ago.
We're talking about a potential Wisconsin state cheese. Christina Laurie tells us what some lawmakers say should represent America's Dairyland.
If there's one thing that unites us here in Wisconsin, it's our love of cheese. But which kind?
Next up is Bill 311, designating Colby the state cheese.
That's where things get heated, especially inside the Capitol.
100 cheese factories in the state of Wisconsin, and 25 of them sit in my assembly district, so I kind of consider myself the cheese guru.
Today, Representative Donna Rosar made the case for Colby. She represents that city. Population, 1,800.
This process is one of the only few cheese-making methods native to the United States.
A young boy named Joseph Steinwald came up with the idea back in 1885 while working at his dad's factory, modifying the process of making English cheddar by rinsing the curds in cold water and not removing the extra moisture, creating a softer, easier-to-slice cheese that quickly caught on.
It was important to recognize a local municipality where something very small kind of launched Wisconsin.
Today, the state produces more than 45 million pounds of Colby a year and uses its cheese-making process for Monterey Jack, Gouda, and American, too. That's why lawmakers are hoping their colleagues will put party and personal taste preferences aside.
We are not saying Colby is the best cheese. We all have different palates for cheese.
And officially name Colby the state cheese of America's Dairyland.
What we're saying is Colby cheese is the cheese that put Wisconsin on the map.
Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Well, next up, the bill will go through a Senate committee before it's voted on by the full Assembly and Senate. If passed, it would go to the governor for his signature. Fans of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra will have to wait another day for the return of concerts on the square. Tonight's event postponed due to the rain. The orchestra will try again tomorrow night, scheduled for 7 o'clock. Breese-Stevens Field. It'll also be live streamed on the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's website. The first of 5 concerts planned. The opening concert is titled Summon the Heroes in honor of Independence Day. And the Madison Night Market returning to downtown Madison this year. Market located along State and Gilman. It'll be held on the 3rd Thursday from August through December, 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. And there'll be a special market on Friday, October 22nd in partnership with Science on the Square. The night market includes live music, special food carts, a pop-up restaurant experience, and local arts and crafts. Next at 6, dozens of volunteers entered their 5th day searching on the Wisconsin River for a missing boater today.
Clouds and rain will keep us much cooler than normal. Gary's back with the first warn forecast after this.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here with our hottest sale of the year. Get 50% off new energy efficient windows. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Save 50% now. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. Enter new Johnsonville taco sausage. Premium cuts of authentically seasoned ground pork. Just sizzle and serve. Now your family can enjoy tasty tacos in 10 minutes.
Hi, folks. Thursday on News 3 Now this morning. Rain and cooler temperatures continue, but what about the weekend?
And we'll meet a local nurse in the 608 spreading positivity every day on the job. Join us between 4:30 and 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice, 2-piece sofa and love seater sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
A search and recovery for a missing boater continues in Spring Green, where dozens of volunteers entered their 5th day searching on the Wisconsin River today. The DNR leading the investigation.
There are also volunteer groups from all over Wisconsin, and they are looking for 22-year-old Parker Cruz. He was thrown overboard Saturday after a boating collision, and today canine dogs joined the effort in looking for him. Volunteers say they are looking to help bring the family closure.
My dog gave me an area which Bruce's Legacy is checking right now. You know, water is very difficult, especially in the river, because the river moves so fast. You know, so sometimes it could be there, sometimes it could have already moved. Just never know. You know, it's worth checking out, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have an outcome.
Searchers are using sonar technology to search the water and say the rainy, overcast weather today was actually ideal. And Gary is back now with a look at how long the rain and clouds will actually stick around.
Well, clouds will be around for quite a while. We'll see some breaks in the clouds tomorrow, but for the most part, we'll see more clouds than sunshine over the next few days. That will keep temperatures down. The showers, though, most of these will start to move to the east of Madison this evening, and I think by mid to late evening, pretty much be gone across southern Wisconsin. There could be an isolated sprinkle here or there, but right now, most of the thunderstorms are down across eastern Iowa and northern Illinois, moving eastward, so I think the chances of even a thunderstorm here in southern Wisconsin are pretty small. And notice to the north and west, things are pretty quiet. The severe weather threat tonight is out into parts of Michigan, northeastern Indiana, and northwestern Ohio, where some strong to severe thunderstorms have been occurring. Precipitation over the last few days, about 1 to 2 inches or more through much of central and northeastern Wisconsin. Here in southern Wisconsin, the rainfall was much spottier. Some areas, like just to the south and west of Madison, and then down toward the Illinois state line, saw an inch or two of rain, and other areas, very little in the way of rain. They're getting some rain right now, but the amounts will probably end up between probably less than 1/4 of an inch in some areas. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. The cloud cover will keep those temperatures down. High temperatures this time of year should be in the lower 80s. We'll be in the 70s, only around 70 for tomorrow, but 70 through Monday of next week. There'll be some chances for thunderstorms to return from Friday, especially Friday afternoon into Saturday, possibly Sunday, and then again Monday. And then for much of next week, there also could be a daily chance for thunderstorms as the warmer and more humid air moves back. Temperatures will be back up into the 80s. As we check out the latest on Tropical Storm Elsa, tropical storm warnings are in effect for the Georgia and South Carolina coastlines, but tropical storm watches have been issued from North Carolina all the way up to Cape Cod as Elsa continues in a northerly path right now, moving north at 14 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds barely at tropical storm force, 45 miles per hour, but some gusts to 60 miles per hour. And these bands of thunderstorms east and northeast of the center of circulation could also produce some tornadoes. That area is under a tornado watch tonight. But you can see Elsa weakening into a tropical depression as it passes by Raleigh, North Carolina, and then heads northeastward, briefly becoming a tropical storm again as it moves back out into the waters of the Atlantic Ocean south of Long Island, and then eventually the storm weakens as it pushes into the Canadian Maritimes and probably fizzles out sometime toward the weekend. Heat continues to build out to the west. Excessive heat warnings in effect for much of California into parts of Nevada, Arizona, and western portions of Utah. That area just baking. Notice the jet stream just kind of sitting and spinning there. Very little in the way of thunderstorms to even break the heat. But here in our part of the Midwest, a little shift in the north to the northwest in our upper level winds have dropped temperatures a little bit below normal. So for tomorrow, look for very cloudy skies. High temperature only at 70 degrees thanks to a northerly wind at 8 to 15 miles per hour. 75 Friday and Saturday, 77 on Sunday. Chances for thunderstorms, especially from Friday afternoon into Saturday. Slight chance Sunday, a little higher chance on Monday, and then warmer and more humid weather for much of next week.
And coming up in sports, Giannis returned to the lineup after missing 2 games with the Bucks. Well, the 2-time MVP says during his time away, he didn't watch the injury. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Congratulations, Milwaukee! On to the finals. The celebration continues at Dick's Sporting Goods. We're your headquarters for officially licensed Milwaukee Bucks gear for the whole family. Come early or shop online at Dicks.com. Every season starts at Dick's.
Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
The isolation of the pandemic led many down a dark path.
Just want you to sit at home and be lost in your own health.
To substance abuse and overdose. Madeline O'Neill shows you what's being done to help battle this overshadowed epidemic. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Raise your hand if you thought that after watching that happen to Giannis's knee, that the two-time MVP would be playing in the NBA Finals. So Giannis didn't even think it would happen. But after receiving treatment literally 24 hours a day since the injury, he was back and didn't really look like he lost a step. Giannis scored 16 first-half points and finished with 20, along with 17 rebounds and 4 assists in 35 minutes. And after last night's Game 1 loss, Giannis said his knee still good to go.
I feel good. I don't feel pain. You know, I can run, I can jump, I can set screens, you know, I can rebound the ball, I can do stuff. So I'm good, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm out there. I haven't watched the clip, but when the play happened, I thought I'm going to be out for a year, you know. So I'm just happy that two games later, I'm back.
Johnny Davis was back on the court and made the start for the United States in the round of 16 against Korea. The Badger guard scored 9 points and dished out 5 assists in the 72-point win. Up next for Davis and Team USA, Senegal in the quarterfinals on Friday. With the Big Ten being arguably the best conference in college volleyball, normally the non-conference schedule is a warm-up for the real fun. That's not the case this season for Kelly Sheffield and the Badgers. Wisconsin opens up their season with 5 straight games at the Fieldhouse, starting with TCU on August 27th, including matches with Baylor and the defending national champs Kentucky. UW's full schedule is up on our website. Brewers taking on the Mets in Game 1 of their doubleheader. Tied at 2 in the 8th, bases loaded for Christian Yelich, and he wears one to bring it to make it a 3-2 Brew Crew lead. But that lead wouldn't last. Bottom of the frame, Mets have the bases juiced, and Jeff McNeil rips one back up the middle to score 2 and walk it off. 4-3 is your final. Game 2 just got underway. And last year, this was the season for Ryan McDonough and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The former Badger raised Lord Stanley's Cup, and he has a chance to do it tonight in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Lightning lead their series with the Canadiens 3-1. Puck drops at 7 o'clock, but Cole Caulfield might have something to say about that.
Something tells me he's going to get his name on the cup someday, too, the way he's playing it. 20 years old out there. It's been fun to watch. All right, Zach, thanks.
Well, we got some showers moving through southern Wisconsin, mainly south and east of Madison. I think most of the thunderstorms will stay south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line tonight. And areas north and west of Madison have seen the rain either end or just diminish to a little bit of drizzle and some fog, too. Visibility is dropping to around 5 miles here in Madison and a little lower north of Milwaukee as well. Temperatures are right now mid-60s across much of southern Wisconsin, still around 70 or a little bit above near the Illinois state line, but be down to about 57 tonight. High tomorrow of 70 with a few breaks in the overcast. But more clouds, some showers and thunderstorms from Friday afternoon through Saturday, possibly Sunday and Monday, and then warmer and more humid next week, some thunderstorm chances as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.